From Schollmeyer Arena on the TCU campus, it's time for Big 12 volleyball. Tonight, the TCU Horned Frogs play host to the Arizona Wildcats. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chuck Lamondola, along with Katie Carter here courtside for tonight's Big 12 matchup between the Horned Frogs and the Wildcats. And Katie, both of these teams looking to bounce back after disappointing starts to the Big 12's campaign.
Definitely, and I think Arizona, they're such a well-balanced team, so if they can get the ball to the middles, they're really going to be looking hot tonight. And for TCU, if they can work on their transition game and kind of clean it up a little bit from their Wednesday night's performance, they're going to be looking good. As
we look ahead towards tonight's game, who are your spotlight players?
So for the Wildcats, it's grad student Jalen Hodge, outside hitter, 22 kills on Wednesday versus their loss against Baylor. Hitting 354 for that match, so really impressive performance by Hodge. Take a look at her. They're going to be going to her a lot throughout the match tonight. And for TCU, we've got a new name, freshman Evan Hendricks. Tremendous performance on Wednesday's match. 7 kills, 2 blocks, totaling for 9 points in just one set. So definitely a go-to player off the bench for TCU to take a look at.
Get a look at TCU head coach Jason Williams pacing the sideline here in his 3rd season. He's done a tremendous job with this Horned Frog program, getting them to the last 2 NCAA tournaments and looking to go deeper this year if at all possible.
Definitely, and I think having a loss Wednesday night, he's so cool, calm, and collected. He knows exactly what they need to do tonight to beat Arizona. And, you know, we spoke with Coach Williams before the match. He talked about how they have kind of like a team sports psychologist coming in, and they chat, and everyone is ready to go.
On the other side for the Wildcats, Sharita Stubbs, who's been there forever. It's her 2nd season as the head coach, her 21st year at Arizona, and you have some familiarity with her.
Definitely. So, you know, we have an age difference, so we did not play against each other. But when I played at UCLA, she was on the bench as the assistant coach for Arizona. So someone who's just obviously so knowledgeable about the program and stands behind the culture of the Wildcats.
19-24 overall. She was 8-23 last year as the first-year head coach for the Wildcats.
Where does this mic go?
Arizona 11-1 coming into tonight's match against the 8-3 Horned Frogs. TCU losing for the first time here against Arizona State. On Wednesday night, their first home loss. Broke a 7-game winning streak here at home. Quick set in the middle. Set the back row attack on the roll shot. TCU able to dig it out. Melanie Parra had it blocked, and it's side out TCU. That one tooled off the block by Melanie Parra, who really didn't have a Melanie Parra-esque night. Just 14 kills against Arizona State.
Yeah, and you know, I think big expectations obviously for Melanie Parra. 14 kill night is not too shabby at all, but I would say she's looking to bounce back tonight.
Backside set for Jalen Gibson. Dug out nicely by the Wildcats. And the attack error by Carly Cisneros out of the back row. So Cisneros comes up short.
And I was going to say, I love the defense to start off that rally. It's just difficult to finish it for Cisneros.
Sarah Sylvester with the serve for the Horned Frogs. They go all the way across for the backside set, and trying to go down the line that time was Jalen Hodge. Goes by Joe. She had the 22 kills you highlighted a moment ago. Also 10 digs against Baylor in that loss down in Waco. Leads the team in kills with 138. Well, misfired on that last one. There's a block in the middle by TCU. Roberson got up to it. Trying to get down on the ground was Lily Nicholson to dig that one out. Could not do it. And that was a shot, that little tip shot, that gave TCU some problems against Arizona State on Wednesday night.
And, you know, Jordan Wilson for Arizona must have watched that Arizona State game and the amount of tips that dropped on TCU's defense.
That one short. Parra had a hard time handling it. Goes to the tip shot herself and picks up the kill. So a nice job by Melanie Parra to dig that ball out on a very tough ball to handle.
And it's something I think the nation knows by now, Melanie Parra, her volleyball IQ, right? So her ability to recognize situations.
That one off the block. Grant Schreiber able to dig it out. Melanie Parra goes high, but did not clip the hands of the blocker. So side out, Arizona. Check that. That was Hodge with the set. There's the tip again by Melanie Parra. And again, recognizing the block was up, just tipped it over the top. Nobody there for Arizona.
And, you know, I think it's such a smart recognition because it is a difficult ball for her to swing on. You see she tips with her left hand there, but why not do it if it continues to work? I wouldn't be surprised if she does that some more throughout the match.
Tough ball to handle on the overpass. There's TCU's Becca Kelly, the freshman, with the putback. Only had 3 kills against Arizona State.
And Becca Kelly should say thank you, right, to Melanie Parra for that overpass, causing the problem over on the Arizona Wildcat side.
Parra again goes to the hard serve. They set the pin hitter on the right. Bump set for Kelly. Good rally by both teams here. There's the block in the middle. Alexa Roberson with the block for the Horned Frogs.
And it really is a great setup on the block you can see by Becca Kelly. And then Roberson getting her hands just low and over the net there to seal it.
And again, a hard serve. This one flips the tape and stays on the TCU side. Service error against Melanie Parra. 32nd for her. She does have 17 aces. And even when she doesn't necessarily pick up an ace, that ball can be real tough to handle, as we saw on the first 2 serves. Again, the set to the outside. Big swing that time from Cisneros. And Carly Cisneros picks up the kill.
And what a big swing, Cisneros, the freshman outside hitter. Looks like she hit over setter Lily Nicholson for TCU.
That's why she was the #1 recruit coming out of high school. Arizona had the block up but couldn't seal the deal on that swing by Becca Kelly. It ended up on the Arizona side of the net. Seth Brandschreiber will serve. They go back to Cisneros, and that time she just powers it through the block. You know, the interesting note on Cisneros was she loves to do woodworking. I thought was an interesting hobby.
That is so interesting. I wonder what she likes to make. Are we talking birdhouses? Are we talking cutting boards? She definitely does some work with the volleyball.
She does.
I'll tell you that much. We just saw that.
Back row attack off the hands of the blocker. Melanie Parra missed a bunch of those on Wednesday night. A rarity when she's only got 1 blocker in front of her.
And you know, the back row attack, you can see there, Melanie Parra does a spectacular job turning that ball to the deep corner. And that is kind of her bread and butter attack, if you ask me. She loves to hit out the back row.
Good swing that time. On the right side by Hodge. Oh, check that. It was Roby, Kiara Roby with the kill. And Becca Kelly goes to the off-speed ball.
And, you know, I think between the tips that you've seen from TCU, between Becca Kelly, Melanie Parra, very smart, definitely resulting in points, but I think it shows a little lack of connection with Lily Nicholson. I think TCU is still kind of working on that. That was a problem they had on Wednesday night, the setter-hitter connection.
All the way out to the pin on the left side, and a big swing by Hodge. Preseason all Big 12 selection. That's her first kill of the match. Cisneros with the serve. Jalen Gibson, that ball dug out, but unable to be bumped over on the third hit by Arizona.
And, you know, it looks to me like both offenses right now are a similar pace. So TCU and Arizona both running kind of a faster offense. You know that when you look at the block and you see that there's always a hole or a hitter's 1 against 1.
That one set very quickly to the middle. And Roby comes up with the kill.
And, you know, I think the middle blockers, especially Kiari Roby, are dangerous for the TCU Horned Frogs. I think if the Horned Frogs cannot get the Wildcats in trouble passing, it's going to be difficult to stop their misses.
Big set in the middle for Roberson, but handled by the Wildcats on the tip. Nicholson sets Para, goes cross court, and finds some space.
And Melanie Para just chipping away. 6 attempts, 4 kills. Just kind of an off-speed, more of a beach volleyball shot. I'm going to try to throw beach volleyball in there as much as I can.
Ace by Jalen Gibson. And he was saying beforehand, when we were talking prior to the match, you know, Melanie Parr did not have the kind of game against Arizona State that we've come to expect from her. And you expected big things from her tonight. She probably amps it up a notch, and she's well on her way to doing that. She's already got 5 kills.
She definitely is. I mean, hitting .571, and I think a big part of Melanie Parr's success is obviously her team, right? So Lily Nicholson delivering the ball, and Middles getting involved in the game as well, opening up the block for her.
Gibson on a good run from the service line here with Roberson with that last kill for TCU. There's a big swing on the outside. Boy, Jalen Hodge can really power the ball.
And, you know, such athletes, too. You know, Jalen Hodge, Cisneros. When I look at the Arizona side, I see, obviously, everyone is an athlete, but, you know, just dynamic, fast off the ground, very fluid players for the Wildcats.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with the teams. TCU leading at 15-9 here in set number 1. Back with more first set action right after this.
Welcome to the Credit Karmaverse, a place where financial progress can...
Star Child, what are you doing?
Remember when I was a...
Star Child, what are you doing?
Remember when I was a...
Star Child, what are you doing?
Remember when I was a...
Mama. I will protect you. I will protect all of you.
Don't wanna say goodbye.
The Wild Robot is the best animated movie of the year.
You are ordered to return home.
We have to help her.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters now.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. What's in your wallet?
I'm on the next level now.
It's so on.
We're in the first set. TCU with a 15-9 advantage here. Let's get a look at Melanie Para. 5 kills for her. And she's one of the best in the nation. She leads the nation in kills per set. A little over 5.25 points per set, a little over 6. Of course, we've seen her pile up upper 20s and 30s and kills in a match. And as we've watched over the last few years, you just come to expect that.
Exactly. And I think she expects that from herself.
Floats that one and comes up with an ace. Last time she was at the service line, it was all power from Melanie Parra. And here she floats one over the net, gets the ace.
And I like the changeup. I think it's something that TCU discussed in the timeout. Coaches see the open space on the other side of the net. They call out zones for the servers to hit. Melanie Parra just hit that short zone.
Goes back to the hard serve, dug out nicely, and TCU able to score the point off the block. Roberson was there. Looked like Becca Kelly was there as well. I think it was Roberson who got it. Timeout taken by Arizona as TCU comes out of the timeout and picks up 2 quick points.
And this Wildcat timeout is purely to ice Melanie Parra. So Melanie Parra is playing the short, long game. You saw her serve a short ball, get a direct ace. Then you saw her go to hybrid, whatever we want to call it, top spinny, floaty, hard-driven serve, and got the Wildcats in trouble. So great timeout by Coach Stubbs. Another reason to kind of say, hey to your team, come on, it's 17-9. Let's wake up. You know, whatever you need to say to light the fire. That's kind of the look I'm getting off of Coach Stubbs' face here. And for TCU, it's just, all right, Melanie, do your routine. Your serving is so mental. So to just continue with her strong serve behind the line.
3-0 scoring run for the Horned Frogs as we take a look at the conference standings. Just underway in Big 12 play. You see all the teams with 1-0 records. Arizona State beating TCU, Baylor beating Arizona. And then on the right-hand side of your page, all the teams that have yet to win in conference, and Iowa State still waiting to play their first conference game in 2024. A lot of volleyball to be played, so as we go along over the next 6 or 8 weeks, we'll find out how this all shakes out. TCU expected to be in the top 3 or 4 in the league. Arizona off to the great start. They were 11-0, heading down to Waco on Wednesday night before suffering the loss against the Bears, who will be here in Scholmeyer Arena next week. Parra with a service error. So the timeout worked for Sharita Stubbs as she gets the service error. Tough ball to handle. Gibson has to bump it to Kelly, who gets it over. Quick set to the outside. Another nice dig by TCU off the good swing that time by Cisneros. They'll try the other side. Kelly again with the tip. Well, the tip really working for TCU so far in this one.
And, you know, the smile on Kelly's face, you can tell it's something that Coach Williams has talked about with TCU. We've seen a few tips from Parra. You see a tip from Kelly here. Just getting the Wildcat defense in trouble, getting Jalen Hodge out of an option at all to attack if she's the one digging the ball.
That one long on that swing on the outside. Elena Johnson, the senior out of Worthington, Ohio. Her father played basketball at Ohio State and then for the Miami Heat. That's why she wears 32.
I love that.
Her mom also played basketball. Wore the same number. Set to the outside, and there's a cross-court kill by Cisneros.
And, you know, between Hodge and Cisneros, I think 2 big pin hitters for the Wildcats. That time, Cisneros in a perfect 1-against-1 situation. She's able to just swing wherever she wants to swing.
Ginger with the serve for the Wildcats. They go back out to the outside. Triple block that time, set up on that swing by Cisneros. On the pipe, TCU able to dig it out. The joust won by TCU. Side out as that ball was a little bit wide of the sideline.
And I thought setter Avery Scoggins for Arizona had that joust won, being the smaller of the two at the joust, at the net. Usually you see the smaller player win jousts. It's interesting.
Go back outside, and that time able to tool that one off the block. Another good swing by Cisneros.
And really, so far, whenever Cisneros takes a swing on the ball, it's ending in her favor just with one error. I think she's really just taking big swings. She's giving full power. Difficult player to defend.
Freshman setter Avery Scoggins at the service line. That one off the block and out of bounds. I thought it might have hit the tape.
I mean, I was just looking at the refs and both coaches to see if anyone was going to argue that, but no one has a problem with that. Becca Kelly swung a little bit of a low swing, went off the block with the Wildcats.
That was Volpe with the serve. And Volpe can't dig that one out for TCU on the swing by Roby. Roby played 2 seasons at Oregon, reached the Elite Eight with them, then transferred to Florida State for a year before Arizona. Service error by the Wildcats.
And I think Wildcats looking to Cisneros, she's kind of an all-around player for the Wildcats, big player at the net, great server.
Backside set off the slide, a block by Melanie Parra on Jalen Hodge.
And take a look at Melanie Parra, how high up she gets. She's over the ball. That's why you hear some people say roof when they block. It's like a roof over the hitter.
Nice block in the middle there by the Wildcats. Kiara Roby will serve after she came up with the kill. Nicholson sets the backside for Jalen Gibson. Gibson had 8 kills against Arizona State. A kind of an off night for her as well. And TCU has set point coming up with Gibson at the service line. Goes long and ends up with the ace. First set belongs to the Horned Frogs as TCU will take it 25-15. We'll take a timeout, come back with the second set right after this.
There are those who see the world through a different lens, who take risks, who are willing to make a stand. Because trails, they aren't blazed by the timid, but by the bold. For 150 years, TCU has been creating the next generation of leaders. To think audaciously, care compassionately, lead heroically. And now, it's our turn, our time to lead on.
Frog fans, your TCU volleyball team is lighting up Schollmeyer Arena, and you don't want to miss any of the action. Single game tickets are still on sale, so head on over to gofrogs.com and purchase your tickets today. Make sure you come on out and cheer on your Horned Frogs as they make their mark on Funky Town.
The 2024 soccer season is here, and you won't want to miss a minute of the action. Join us as we kick off the TCU fall sports season with excitement and energy. This year, we're gearing up for thrilling home matches against top-tier opponents. Get ready for an unforgettable season of goals and glory at Garvey Rosenthal Soccer Stadium. Be a part of the excitement. Secure your season or single-game tickets today at GoFrogs.com.
Back inside Schollmeyer Arena, TCU taking set number 1, 25-15. Get a look at Melanie Parra. We talked about her at the top of the broadcast, that she didn't have quite the match that we have come to expect from her. Only 14 kills against Arizona State in the loss. But here's what she's done tonight.
So far, five kills, and 3 digs. Everyone, I think, in the nation by now knows the all-around player that Melanie is. I think the key is to getting the ball to Melanie where it's hittable in transition for the Horned Frogs. So that means after TCU digs the ball, finding Melanie and getting her the ball. I think obviously there's capable players in Becca Kelly, Jalen Gibson, but Melanie, when she's in the back row and the front row, she's the more reliable one to put the ball away in transition. And that's the key. That's the way to score quickly and just kind of rack the points up going into the second set.
And she's done a nice job being matched up against Jalen Hodge for the most part when she's been at the net.
Definitely. So if you're looking at Jalen Hodge, she's hitting negative right now. She only has 2 kills. I think Melanie Parra is a big factor there. I think she's done a great job stopping Hodge at the net. Melanie Parra with 1 block against her, but that kind of the matchups is something moving forward. Looking at the matchups for Arizona and the Horned Frogs, another person to kind of keep in mind for the Wildcats is Cisneros. She's done great. She has 4 kills, hitting .375. And I think that's a question of a matchup, too. So setter Lily Nicholson for TCU is the one blocking Cisneros most of the time. Jalen Gibson is against her for a rotation or 2. But you kind of got to think about that. So matchups, who's blocking who, those all play a big part. And we're over here looking at the stats, so we can really see it.
Jason Williams taking a look at those same numbers as he looks on the other side. Sharita Stubbs, let's see if she comes up with a game plan to try and stop the Horned Frogs.
And keep in mind, Coach Stubbs was a middle blocker, so I always feel like, Coach Williams was a setter, Stubbs middle blocker, so you got to kind of watch those players in those positions for their team and see how they're involved. I think the middle blockers are a big factor for the Wildcats if they're given the opportunity.
Side out, that ball long on the swing that time on the outside by Roby. Alice Volpe at the service line for the Horned Frogs. Back outside, and that one's tooled off the block. Nice swing by Hodge that time.
And a great fast set out to Hodge. You can see the speed there. She has a seam between the blockers, and Sylvester and Gibson finds the opening.
3rd kill for her. Overpass. Go to the middle that time. For Roby, TCU able to dig it out. Parra with the swing. And they're going to say that Roby was in the net.
And the Wildcat players at the net are all shaking their head no. Did you touch it? Did I touch it? Who did it?
Coach Stubbs asking the referee what she saw. Nicely done on the outside. Look at Jordan Williams. Check that. It was Roby.
And I really love the offense. Talk about freshman setter for the Wildcats, Avery Scoggins, really doing a great job leading the Wildcat offense.
Jalen Gibson's having a good match so far for the Horned Frogs. It's only got 3 kills, but let's have a couple of aces at the service line now. Tough ball to handle. Scroggins sets the outside for Wilson. Go back to the middle, nice dig by Gibson, and then Melanie Parra finishes things off for the Horned Frogs on the outside.
So great delivery from Scroggins to hit her hitters, even quicker delivery from Melanie Parra. So that change in pace, the change in speed of swings you see from Melanie Parra.
Gibson, another tough ball to handle. A little miscommunication in the middle by the Horned Frogs results in the attack error. I think Nicholson thought Roberson was going to be there. Hodge will serve. That one long. So that's service error number 3 on the Wildcats.
And when you think about the serving and the errors for any team, in this case the Wildcats, think about the hitting percentages, the offense. So TCU's hitting 1,000. Wildcats want to serve tough to try to get them out of their offense, try to create some bad passes and keep them from running their offense and hitting a little bit lower than perfect. 1,000 is perfect.
That's at the outside. Wilson comes up short. Jordan Wilson tried to go to the tip. Just came up a little short with it.
And I think for Arizona, the first set, even though they lost, they took some big swings. I think everyone on the court was just kind of going full, staying really aggressive. I think that if that's something that they can do this set, they're going to be a little bit more in a rhythm.
Melanie Parra again at the service line. Set to the outside, and that one tooled off the block. Nice swing that time by Jordan Wilson on the outside. She was in the AVCA All-American. Back-to-back Gatorade Player of the Years from Arizona in 21-22. She's at the service line here. Comes up with the ace. 15th of the year for Wilson, helped out a little bit by the tape, but you take him any way you can get him.
And especially the Wildcats right now, like I mentioned earlier, getting TCU in some passing trouble is really going to help the Wildcat defense to stop.
Good job by the Wildcats. Another tough ball to handle on the serve by Wilson.
And Cisneros was there on the block. Wildcats getting TCU in trouble. TCU not having a lot of options. Blockers can read easier, get set up on their block, get a block on the ball.
Wilson serves it long. That breaks a 3-0 scoring run for the Wildcats. Seth Bramschreiber will serve. Set in the middle that time. Nicely done. Scroggins finding Tucker in the middle.
And, you know, that's scary. Tucker up that high. You see how high she attacks that ball. That time was just a throwdown tip. Imagine if she connects and swings on it.
Arizona able to dig it out. That came up short. And there's an error on the Wildcats on that attack. So you're talking about Journey Tucker, 6'2" out of Buckley, Arizona. Bucky, Arizona. Not in the match right now. There's the block by TCU, dug out nicely by Wilson on the back row. And again, Cisneros with the kill. That's her 5th. Well, she's a good-looking freshman.
And it's interesting, if you look at Cisneros where she contacts the ball, it was kind of away from her body, but she uses her wrist at the very end there to tool it off the ball.
Here we go, Jay.
Nicholson sets the back row attack. Dug out nicely on the back row by Arizona. They go back to the middle. This time it's Jalen Gibson.
And Jalen Gibson running a combo play. You can see she's hitting out of the middle of the net, giving the Wildcat blockers something else to look at. And one-on-one situation.
Volpe with the serve. Goes down the line, tough ball to handle. Arizona able to slap it over on the third hit. And there's Sylvester in the middle, but she sends it wide. Cisneros will serve. She comes from an athletic family. Dad played college baseball, mom played volleyball, brother plays college baseball. Para. Just using her power to blast that one through the block.
So Para uses her leap to get to the peak of that ball, and that's what got that block touch for an out ball for a point.
Weigelt will serve. Quick set in the middle, nice job running the fast offense that time. Roby with the kill, but that was just a good set by the freshman Scoggins.
And I think just, you know, at a tied score right now, the difference is the middles for the Wildcats. They're getting the, Scoggins does a good job getting the balls to the middles. I think Lily Nicholson, on the other hand, for the Horned Frogs, is still working to find her middles. It's a little bit of a back and forth.
Punched over with the left hand by Hodge. Arizona with their first lead of the match.
And I think Hodge just said thank you very much for that block deflection. I'm going to take this opportunity to get a point for myself. Another kill on the board.
Bump set for Para. Scoggins with a quick set in the middle, and you're right, they are using the middle effectively here. Tucker again with another kill.
And you can see it doesn't have to be a big swing. It's just the middle's getting up, being available, making the Horned Frog blockers think and stay with it.
3-0 run for the Wildcats, and there's Melanie Para. Well, Cisneros was in the way of it, but when Melanie Para can take a full swing like that, it's the tough ball to handle when you're on the receiving end.
Well, definitely, and from where we're sitting, such a set from such a long range, a tight set for that matter, and Para takes care of it.
Pump set to the outside, and that one is long. Wilson. Sending it wide. Libero, Haven Ray had to use the bump set. And clips the tape, and it's an ace for the Horned Frogs.
Both teams 1 for 1 on those tape shots that result in an ace. And that's usually the passer, the middle blocker is standing on the 10-foot line. They just got to be aware of it and be ready.
Fourth ace for the Horned Frogs. Jalen Gibson has 3 of them now. Serving well today. Para goes to the tip on the overpass. Roberson with the putback. Good anticipation by Alexis Roberson.
And I think a great defensive read by the Wildcats, just ability to control the ball on their side of it.
Wilson, big swing, dug out by TCU. The set for Para. And that one lands just inside the line. Off the block. That was a tough ball for Para to swing at. It came from well behind her and over her head. Melanie off the fingertips of the blocker. And a point for TCU, and that's the 11th kill of the match for Melanie Parra. Timeout on the floor. TCU up by 2 here in the second set. Back with more of the second set after we take a quick timeout.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Can we finally admit we're lost?
I'm detecting passive aggression.
Do you detect a stadium nearby? This is not in my new contract.
How fast do you think you can get that thing to go?
I'm not that kind of cowboy.
I love horses.
This definitely isn't in my contract. This is crazy. Oh, what did you eat? Here we go. Venom, The Last Dance, only in theaters.
Hi, guys. No, wait a minute. There are easier ways to get information about a place. Simply head over to apartments.com.
The place to find a place. Nope.
TCU with a 2-point lead coming out of the timeout. Lily Nicholson heading back to the court. During the break, he was saying Nicholson hasn't really set the middles too much. You wonder if that's kind of a plan that TCU's had.
You know, TCU is being successful hitting from the pins right now, but that is the major difference I'm seeing besides the hitting errors by the Wildcats just as a team. But the Wildcat middle blocker is getting a lot more sets. So you're looking at, almost double the amount of sets for the middles of the Wildcats.
Parra with the service ace off the tape.
And that's that sort of hybrid serve that Melanie Parra has. It's a float serve toss with 2 hands, but then she swings on it like it's a jump topspin serve. So difficult ball. It's got a lot of velocity and it also moves like a float.
Second ace for her, 19 on the year. That one just inside the line. Kill that time by Wilson. And she will serve here. Had a good run at the service line earlier in this set. A 3-0 run. Comes up short here.
And I think the serving from the Wildcats has really been one of the main differences if you compare the first set to the second set. So a little bit closer in score right now. And I think putting TCU in trouble with the serves, making their serves, although we just saw a service error.
5th error for the Wildcats, but you're right, most of them came in the first set.
And I think any coach will say, all we have to do is serve well. It's really easy to say, it's another thing to execute.
Quick set in the middle again, and that's where most of the points have come from. Is see the kill there by Tucker once again.
And we saw her up earlier with a tip, but now you can really see her open up on the ball. She made a nice turn with that swing.
Third kill for Tucker. And another service error. Back-to-back service errors for the Wildcats. And those are always really tough, especially in tight sets like this one. When you don't score a point on your serve and immediately give it back to the opposition. Nicholson with the serve. And another service error, service ace for the Horned Frogs. Number 6. Well, TCU serving well. And right now it's a difference in the match and in this set. Nicholson again, flat-footed serve. This time comes up short.
And both teams going for the serve, fast serve that barely crosses the plane of the net. You see those errors when they hit the tape and stay on their side. That's one of the reasons why.
Scoggins with the serve that time. Going to the tip. Kept alive by Arizona. They'll have to bump it over. Graham Schreiber gets it to Nicholson. And in the middle, it's Sylvester. I believe that's Sylvester's first kill. And it is.
And I really think it's this connection that Nicholson and Sylvester are working on. So that time, big smile on Sylvester's face, trying more of a push. You know, I would call it a 3-set. I'm not sure what the Horned Frogs call it, but a push set to kind of stay out of the way of the blockers.
Volpe, tough ball to handle. Scoggins sets the outside. Hard, just has to push it over. He with the dig, go to the outside for Gibson, and Jalen Gibson with the tip picks up her 5th kill of the match.
And that time Gibson was coming in quick. She was early that time and coming down from her jump actually, and was forced to tip the ball. Luckily the Wildcats didn't read it in time to defend it.
Volpe again goes down the line. Parra with the dig. Gibson tries to cut that one sharply cross court. Side out. TCU. And that breaks the run for the Horned Frogs. Cisneros to serve. Floats it deep. Graham Schreiber on the receiving end. Melanie Parra. Wilson. Jordan Wilson with a big swing and her 5th kill of the match.
Wilson, great job hitting an out-of-system set, so a higher ball. She did a great job just kind of staying behind it. She could see the whole court in front of her and take a nice big swing.
Cisneros with a tough ball. Gibson goes down the line right at the libero, Haven Ray, but not much she could do with it. Too much power behind that swing by Gibson.
Well, I'll tell you what she could do. She could definitely protect her face. So that was a good call, Haven Ray. But, you know, tremendous kill by Gibson just for the fact that she's coming in quick. Gibson likes to come in quick, hit fast sets.
That one long on the swing by Hodge, who tried to go deep into that left corner. Might have been looking to attack the hands of the blocker, but missed. And a timeout taken by Arizona. So TCU closing in on a 2nd set victory here. Playing very well. Hitting just 280 in this set, but 413 for the match. And a lot better hitting percentage for the Wildcats here in this set, 222. But right now, Coach Stubbs trying to figure something out as he does not want to fall down 2-0 here to TCU.
And the difference right now, you see the score here, but the errors. So for the Arizona Wildcats, it's the service errors, it's the attack errors. So 12 attack errors, 6 service errors, and this is only the 2nd set. So that's something coaches, they want to see that cut in half this far into a match. So it's all about just cleaning it up. I think the Wildcats can definitely control the ball a lot better on their side of the net. So not only serve receive, but the little overpass balls, kind of the free balls, the balls that most volleyball players would consider easy, that they really just need to take care of and capitalize on so that they can run their offense and set their hitters.
Conversely, just 5 attack errors for the Horned Frogs in the entire match.
And so that's something you'll see when the match is over, whoever wins, if you look at that error category, you know, and that's something I'm sure Jason Williams is looking at and Coach Stubbs is looking at. Coaches just, they feast off of those errors, the serving. 2 favorite topics, I think, of every coach I've had.
Very clean volleyball, and again, a point coming from the middle. That time it was Roby once again. She leads the Wildcats now with 7 kills. She'll be back at the service line here. Big point right here for the Wildcats. Parra off the block, and Melanie Parra scores. Set point for TCU. Jalen Gibson will serve for the set. Scoggins sets the middle, blocked by TCU. And there's Nicholson with the push into the corner. TCU leads it 2-0.
Nicholson saw that whole deep part of the Wildcat court wide open. Nobody there to defend that corner.
TCU takes the second set, 25-19. They lead it 2-0. We'll be back with the third set right after this.
There are those who see the world through a different lens, who take risks, who are willing to make a stand. Because trails, they aren't blazed by the timid, but by the bold. For 150 years, TCU has been creating the next generation of leaders. To think audaciously, care compassionately, lead heroically. And now, it's our turn, our time to lead on.
Frog fans, your TCU volleyball team is lighting up Schollmeyer Arena, and you don't want to miss any of the action. Single game tickets are still on sale, so head on over to gofrogs.com and purchase your tickets today. Make sure you come on out and cheer on your Horned Frogs as they make their mark on Funky Town.
The 2024 soccer season is here, and you won't want to miss a minute of the action. Join us as we kick off the TCU fall sports season with excitement and energy. This year, we're gearing up for thrilling home matches against top-tier opponents. Get ready for an unforgettable season of goals and glory at Garvey Rosenthal Soccer Stadium. Be a part of the excitement. Secure your season or single-game tickets today at gofrogs.com.
At the University of Arizona, we believe everyone is born with wonder. That thing that says, I will not accept this world that is, while it drives us to create what could be. That world can't wait to see what you'll do. Where your wonder will take you, and what it will make you. Start your journey at wonder.arizona.edu.
Everything you thought you knew is brand new.
We on a new wave. This ain't what it was.
See, when the game changes, so do we. Every day, every play. Always been greater than 12, now standing 16 strong. In every end zone, any time zone. When everyone else keeps asking, what's next? We know we are.
Welcome back inside Schollmeyer Arena as TCU leads it here tonight, 2-0 against the Arizona Wildcats. Chuck Lamadola, this is Katie Carter here, courtside, and so far, Katie, TCU's played extremely well. Arizona struggling to kind of find their rhythm.
Right, so Arizona has a tremendous amount of errors. That's the thing that stands out to me. So not only behind the service line, but also attacking. And then TCU is just able to kind of be on a run. They're really in a groove offensively right now.
Let's take a look at the stats through the first couple of sets here tonight.
So you want to look at that hitting percentage. So around the same amount of kills for both teams, but Arizona hitting 183, TCU hitting 438. Anything above 250 is going to be a spectacular hitting percentage. And then the attack errors, like I just mentioned, 12 for Arizona, only 5 for TCU. And then take a look at those service errors as well. So you total 18 errors for Arizona and only 8 for TCU.
Right now, that's the difference in the match as we take a look at the top 25 heading into tonight's action. Pittsburgh still sits atop in the top 25, having yet to lose, followed by Nebraska and Stanford. You see Kansas down there in the number 9 spot on page 2. You see a couple of more Big 12 teams in Arizona State. Baylor at 19, and then the Horned Frogs coming in to tonight in the number 22 spot, just behind Tennessee. So Big 12 represented pretty well in the AVCA coaches top 25 poll. Arizona looking to get back in this match, trailing 2-0, coming off a road loss down in Waco to Baylor in 3 sets. 4 sets rather. So it was a 3-1 Baylor win. TCU will take on Baylor next week. And for Arizona, they will head home to play BYU and Utah.
And Coach Williams, he mentioned, I've never played in BYU in their gym, but Coach Williams mentioned what a difficult place to play. It's like playing down in Austin when you're playing UT, just full packed house, really close quarters. I do know that. So the fans are really sitting just close to the server, and difficult place to play for sure.
Arizona will start the 3rd set with the serve. Scoggins blocked by TCU. Scoggins with the dig. He set the outside. Nicholson on the overpass, and right there with the putback was Roby, I believe. Her 8th kill of the match. Scoggins once again with the serve. Nicholson sets the outside. Melanie Parra. Way too much open space on the court when Melanie Parra's got an opportunity to swing.
And such a lightning fast delivery from Lily Nicholson, and Melanie Parra just able to have fun with that one, take a big, big swing.
Sarah Sylvester will serve for the Horned Frogs. Goes with the float down the line, but wide. The 4th service error on TCU. Talk about Frogs doing a good job at the service line. Cisneros. Nicholson with the backside set. Gibson tried to push that one on a very sharp angle cross court. Ended up hitting the tape. Cisneros again. Nice dig on the back row by the Wildcats. That one down the line, but side out. Point for the Horned Frogs. Good idea by Wilson.
And I almost thought that Jalen Gibson got a little piece of that, but I guess there wasn't. Really good idea by Jordan Wilson.
Ray on the backside with the dig. Back row attack. Jalen Gibson. 7th kill for Jalen tonight.
And Jalen Gibson, she's still kind of getting into a rhythm, so I think she wants balls set to her a little bit quicker. I think she's ready to go, and the balls that she has difficulty with are the higher balls, the balls that are more off speed.
Service error on Gibson. Chiari Roby with the serve. Parra had to wait up on that set that was behind her. Quick set for Roberson. 50-50 ball won by TCU, kept alive by Arizona. And going down the line. Arizona trying the lines a little bit more here in this 3rd set, but they've missed on a couple of occasions.
And I really think setter Avery Scoggins is doing a great job kind of playing a little I don't know, messing with the TCU block a little bit, so kind of being tricky. I think it's just a matter of those hitting errors for the Wildcats.
Big smile on Melanie Parra's face because she picked up an ace on a ball that looked like it was going to stick in the net, just crawled over the top.
You're right. Watch it. It stuck. It kind of bounced and then just rolled right down. It was almost like a blooper moment.
That's a clean ace. Enough topspin to get that one to dive down at the back line. Back-to-back aces for TCU, a 3-0 scoring run. And the Horned Frogs open up a 6-4 lead. Timeout taken by Arizona. We're in the third set. TCU up 2-0.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Can we finally admit we're lost?
I'm detecting passive regression.
Do you detect a stadium nearby? This is not in my new contract.
How fast do you think you can get that thing to go?
I'm not that kind of cowboy.
I love horses.
This definitely isn't in my contract. This is crazy. Oh, what did you eat? Here we go. Venom, The Last Dance, only in theaters.
Style in sports, it's a 1-2 punch. Originality, that's style.
Today we're going to be helping style some high schoolers.
We're about to get some style in there with some student athletes. We're going to take these kids to the next level.
It's fire.
You know what I mean? Something different.
So the swag.
Get it.
Under Armour we here, man.
Style is all about a representation of yourself.
If you look good, you feel good, you play good, it goes all in one.
TCU up by a couple of points here to start the third set. Melanie Parra now with 12 kills. She's also got a couple of aces in a row here.
And
4 aces for the match.
I was going to say 4 aces total. And, you know, a serve like Melanie Parra's is a pretty risky serve. So 4 aces, she's contributing 6 dicks, 12 kills. You see that all-around player there in those stats.
And returned. Gibson able to tool that one off the block. And I think the challenge card's going to come out here. I think that Sharita Stubbs thought that that ball was squarely in the net and was not touched by one of her blockers, but we'll see as challenge card pulled. April Frick will go over and take a look at this.
And the thing that really draws my attention is the change in direction of the ball that Jalen Gibson hit. So it does look like it changed direction. So you can see there, whether it hit the net or, you know, I guess the forearms, elbows, whatever part of the body it hit Jordan Wilson, it did change direction. So that's kind of what I look for, and I'm sure that's what the referees went off as well. It was a low attack, though, so it was very close to just, you know, being a tape hit. But obviously the refs are going to see, did it catch the blockers by even just an inch?
If it hits the tape and then hits the blocker, it's out off the blocker.
Right.
If it hits the net and goes out, then you'll be off them. As you see April Frick, the official down taking a look at it. Joe Lisma is on the stand across the way. The 2 lines judges there as well. And that is going to be confirmed. So after taking a look at it, April Frick says that ball was off the tape, off the blocker, and out of bounds. So the point remains with the Horned Frogs. Melanie Parra will still serve. 4-0 scoring run for TCU as they open up a 3-point lead here. Goes to the floater. Backside set. Dug out after the swing by Hodge. And that one tooled off the block. Becca Kelly with the swing for the Horned Frogs.
And I think great defense set up by TCU to kind of get that easy ball back, able to run their quick offense out to Becca Kelly.
Tough serve. Go to the outside. Wilson long with that kill attempt. Attack error on Jordan Wilson. Good idea. Just couldn't keep it on the court.
In fact, it went right by Melanie Parra's head. She had to duck out of the way. It was coming so fast. Jordan Wilson has such a heavy arm. Looks like there's a challenge here.
I thought the point was given to TCU.
Me too.
Which surprises me a little bit. Power was standing back there with the ball.
So I guess the referees were calling a touch then. So you want to look at the blocker's hands there. I don't think it's off Melanie Parra. That's the thing. It could be off the blocker or it could be off Melanie Parra, because I just said a second ago she had to literally duck to let the ball go by her. I don't see any finger movement by the blockers.
Parra definitely got out of the way. It looked like on the backside. Let's see if we see this angle any better.
So you would want to be looking at middle blocker Robertson's fingers there, just if there's any kind of movement. Something could be minuscule.
And again, April Frick, the down referee, taking a look at this. She's got a couple of different looks than we have, and she can also expand it and enlarge it, freeze it as well, so we'll see. I guess I was caught off guard. I thought that the call was that the point was with TCU, but I guess it went the other way.
Me too. I was getting ready to talk about Melanie Parra's serve. Was she going to go short float, or deep hybrid? I don't know, because she's doing a little short and deep game with her serving.
But Wilson was credited with the kill. And they are going to overturn this, so it will be a point for the Horned Frogs.
Okay, now I can go back to my game plan Melanie Parra serving strategy. So I think it was just kind of like a timeout, so you want to keep your serve in, so I'm thinking the short float, but I don't know. That's just what I would do.
Slapped over by Nicholson. And there's the tip. Dug out nicely by Volpe, who is now the libero for the Horned Frogs. Gibson from the back row. Long rally. Great defense by both teams here. Nicholson sets the outside. Becca Kelly wipes it off the block. A long rally by both teams, but TCU will pick up the point. Get a look at Alice Volpe, who's now wearing the libero jersey. She had a great dig to keep that point alive for the Horned Frogs. Bram Schreiber now just a defensive specialist for TCU. Quick set in the middle. Volpe with the bump set for Kelly. Parra just bangs it over. Back row attack, and Wilson. We'll check that. It was Wilson out of the back. Nope, it was Cisneros out of the back. Volpe dug it out. Kelly slapped it over with one arm. They go to the outside for Wilson, and Wilson using her power to pick up her sixth kill.
So TCU in some serve-receive trouble, not able to return the ball, but you see Wilson here able to just hit a fast set off of Avery Scoggins. I'm pretty sure she hit over Lily Nicholson's block.
Service error. against the Wildcats. That's their 7th of the match. Volpe will serve for TCU. And Volpe picks up an ace. That's the 9th service ace for TCU tonight.
9 aces to 2 aces for the Wildcats. So back to that every coach's dream. Serve tough. Not only 9 aces for TCU, 7 errors for the Wildcats.
Arizona wins the joust at the net. Wilson doing a good job at the net there. Picks up her 6th kill. Winning that 50-50 ball. She'll go back to serve. 2 off the block. Becca Kelly again with that big swing. When she can take a full swing, it's tough, even if the block is up there, tough to stop.
Right, and you know, Becca Kelly, even though seeing the block, still kind of utilizing the fact that the block is not closed all the way.
Scoggins sets the middle. They go to the tip shot, pick up a point.
And wow, Jalen Hodge, what a great tip. I didn't think that tip was even going to go over the net. It was just so perfectly behind the blocker. So difficult to defend. I mean, it's basically on the blocker's head.
Nicholson with the quick set in the middle. That time the block was up in time.
So Kiari Roby getting on Sylvester's hitting shoulder and then just grabbing the ball. She keeps it simple, grabs the ball, pushes it back over.
Ray with the serve. Volpe couldn't handle it for the Horned Frogs, and it's a service ace, the 3rd of the match for the Wildcats. Haven Ray out of Peoria, Arizona. That was not good transition by the Horned Frogs. Melanie Parra on the back row attack, coming down the pipe, and Melanie Parra has her 13th kill of the match.
So important for TCU to cover the ball, get the ball back, and then set Parra, especially here out of the back row. Such a quick set. I think Nicholson did a great job that time leading Melanie Parra, setting that ball not so much on the 10-foot line, more like the 7-foot line.
Part of the problem Parra had with that back row attack against Arizona State was the set was back behind that 10-foot line. Point for the Horned Frogs. Jalen Gibson with the kill, her 9th. You know, early on in the year, it was the Melanie Parra show most nights. But over the last few matches, TCU's really spread the ball around pretty well.
And that's a difference. I think this is the first year, really, that truly TCU has kind of that spread offense, and then also players on the bench to come in.
Cisneros with the kill.
And Cisneros, it seems like she's been a little bit quiet, but she's stepping it up. She's still leading the team in hitting percentage. She's just not getting a lot of sets.
Parra goes to the tip. Dug out nicely by the Wildcats. And back to Melanie Parra. .50-50 ball. Melanie Parra with the big swing. Nice dig on the back line. And the Wildcats win the point. That was really set up on the dig, though, before that on Melanie Parra's shot. A lot of power behind it, but a good job by the Wildcats to dig it out. Nicholson sets Gibson. Ray with the bump set. Brian Freiberg. TCU a little bit out of system here, but they'll score the point. Roby unable to get it up and over the net on the third ball.
Kind of a good moment for, I think, both sides of the net right now to kind of regroup, focus on ball control.
Weigel. It's a service error. You know, we haven't seen Evan Hendricks, who we highlighted the start of the match. He's not rotated in yet in this match.
Yeah, you know, I think it's Jason Williams' best kept secret. He's saving her for when he really needs her. And the thing about Hendricks is she can come in. She's a great server, great defender. She's a great all-around player. So he told us before the match, we asked, are you going to start Hendricks? He said, no, I'm going to stick with Becca Kelly because if I need Hendricks, she can go in for pretty much anyone. But if I start her, we can't really use her off the bat if we need her.
Melanie Parra had that last kill for the Horned Frogs. There's a set in the middle. And again, it's Roby out of the middle. The Florida State transfer has been very consistent tonight. That's her 9th kill. She now leads the Wildcats. And she will serve here. Float serve. Center dump, dug out by the Wildcats. Can TCU keep it alive? They cannot. No point for Arizona. Hodge with the kill. Roby again. Nicholson sets the outside. Melanie Parra had it dug out. Wilson, long with that kill attempt. Jordan Wilson, the junior, trying to go deep. She spent one season at USC. Was a Pac-12 all-freshman team member there before transferring in. A couple of years with the Wildcats. Melanie Parra back at the service line. 4 aces for her.
Yes, yes.
There's Parra with the tip from the back row. 50-50 ball kept alive by Robertson. Melanie again. And Parra scores.
How about the assist from Becca Kelly? So Becca Kelly out of the play, unable to swing on the ball, and went right to her. She just threw up a perfect back row set for Melanie Parra. So that's what Melanie Parra wants. She wants the ball so far in front of that red 10-foot line that you see resulted in a kill. I love it when non-setters assist hitters. Just shows their all-around ability.
Step to the outside for Wilson. Pancake kept it off the floor. Parra gets it over. Great defense by TCU. And the Frogs will win the point on the side out. Tucker was trying to clip the line. We take another look at this great defensive play by TCU. The Horned Frogs doing a great job on the defensive end of things. And then the error by Tucker on that swing.
And, you know, I'm looking right now at the frustration in Coach Rita Stubbs, her face. I mean, she just, another hitting error. She's kind of, you know, maybe throwing a clipboard down, hitting .088 as a team. TCU hitting .267, so average.
And they're going to overturn this call as they're going to say that the pancake was not executed. We'll take another look at it here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Weigel's hand was not a pancake. It was it was French fries floating above above the floor. I think that's the biggest difference there. If your hand is all the way on the floor, even if the ball just hits a finger, it counts.
Service error. So after the reversal of the point, Arizona gives it right back to the Horned Frogs with the service error. That's their 9th of the match. Volpe will serve for TCU. They have as many service errors as TCU has aces tonight. Kelly had a block. We'll go back to Kelly. Back row attack set for Cisneros. They go back to Cisneros out of the back row. Kelly able to push that one off the block. I won't say she pulled it off the block so much as just kind of pushed it up there.
It's the push and the wipe. So with a tight set, so difficult to hit that ball without just completely landing in the net. The hitter pushes the ball, feels the hands of the blockers, and wipes it right off.
Wilson had it partially blocked. Roll shot from Melanie Parra, and she scores. 16th kill of the match for Melanie Parra.
And Parra, this is the difference right now. Parra, she's in a rhythm, but she's not taking big swings all the time. She's going full. Like the last shot she just made, she was going up like she was going to take a big swing. And that's how she scored using the roll shot. The Wildcat defenders are expecting a big swing.
Jalen Hodge. You get a look at Melanie Parra. Jalen Hodge. Get a look at her on the bench. She has not had the night that I think the expectation coming in here after the night she had against Baylor, where she had 22 kills and 10 digs against Baylor. Tonight, she's kind of quiet, just 5 kills tonight and the 6 digs. And I think, you know, you highlighted her at the beginning. If they were going to win this, she was going to have another big night.
Yeah, and you know, there's something to be said about, hey, they just played Wednesday. So the scouting report yesterday was Jalen Hodge, Jalen Hodge, Jalen Hodge. So, you know, TCU is just executing the scouting report. All eyes on Jalen Hodge from her performance at Baylor. And I really just think the TCU block and defense has done a great job stopping Jalen Hodge. And also, you got to think about matchups. I spoke about it earlier in the match. You've got Melanie Parra blocking Hodge. You've got Becca Kelly blocking Hodge. She's hitting -34 right now. So they're stopping her completely. It also means there's other Wildcat attackers that are doing great. It's the matchups that are different.
Becca Kelly having a good night with 9 kills for the Horned Frogs. I'm sure the freshman doing a good job, and that ball long. And again, Hodge almost with a little frustration there, trying to just power the ball. Sends it long. Volpe goes to a high floating serve. Quick set in the middle, punched over. Becca Kelly. And the point for the Horned Frogs will set up match point. A 5-0 scoring run for TCU.
And I think a great setup on the Sylvester and Kelly block there. So Sylvester and Kelly both getting their hands low and over the net. And that low set for Journey Tucker, she was unable to swing.
Wilson with the big swing, dug out by Parra, out of the back row attack. They go back to Wilson. Melanie Parra. Set and match TCU as Melanie Parra picks up her 17th kill of the match, and TCU sweeps Arizona here tonight.
And Melanie Parra in rhythm, in sync with Lily Nicholson. I think feeling good in this match. A great bounce back from Wednesday's performance.
TCU ends the match on a 6-0 scoring run led by Melanie Parra, who had the 4 aces to go along with the 17 kills. Becca Kelly contributing 10 for the Horned Frogs. Gibson had 9, also 5 digs. Roby led the way for the Wildcats with 9 kills. Wilson with 8, and Cisneros with 8. Hodge only had 5 for the Wildcats. And a good bounce back for TCU here tonight.
Right, and I think although they only had 3 blocks, I think the Horned Frogs did a great job defensively, stopping a lot of the balls, getting good balls to play their offense, run their offense, and put the ball away and execute.
For Katie Carter, this is Chuck Lomadola saying so long from Fort Worth, where the final tonight, TCU 3, Arizona nothing. All games airing on the ESPN networks are archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
Star Child, what are you doing?
Remember when I was applying for credit cards and it was impossible to tell if I'd be approved, so I bought all these crystals from you for good luck?
Oh, but of course.
Well, now that I shop for cards with Credit Karma, I don't need luck. If a card has the Karma guarantee, they'll give me $50 if I don't get approved.
You know our store policy. No refunds during Mercury retrograde.
Ugh, fine. Get approved or get $50 on offers with the Karma guarantee.
Style in sports, it's a 1-2 punch. Originality, that's style.
Today we're going to be helping style some high schoolers.
We're about to get some style in there with some student athletes. We're going to take these kids to the next level.
This is fire.
You know what I mean? Something different.
Show the swag.
Get it.
Under Armour we here, man.
Style is all about a representation of yourself.
If you look good, you feel good, you play good, it goes all in one.
Can we finally admit we're lost?
I'm detecting passive aggression.
Do you detect a stadium nearby? This is not in my new contract.
How fast do you think you can get that thing to go?
I'm not that kind of cowboy.
I love horses.
This definitely isn't in my contract. This is crazy. Oh, what did you eat? Here we go. Venom, The Last Dance, only in theaters.
If you have